Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning. I am Alwani from Sbpi Batu Rakit, and today I'm going to talk about the project that I've been working on at my school, which is SPM, Speaking Performance Mentor. So to start off with, flow of SPM implementation. First, we find the root cause. What caused the students to have low scores during their mock oral test? Second, we do a pretest. I took this pretest during our TOV examination. Third, the intervention. What we need to do. Fourth is the post-test, which I took 2 weeks ago, which is our trials test. And lastly is the evidence. So the root cause of our lack of speaking skills, which is Form 5 students experience anxiety and lack of confidence during the oral communication exam. And this is because the inadequate practice opportunities, lack of real-time feedback, and insufficient peer interaction. What I mean by lack of real-time feedback is because our teachers usually sit us with our partner speaking and we spoke to each other and we never noticed what our wrong is. And the teachers didn't really go to one by one because we have too many partners. I asked the feedback among my friends, which is for 5 students, what they think. And the reality check is, first they say they will look stupid if they make mistake. Second, they think that English is not that easy because English is our second language. Third is they were laughed at and it was a total embarrassment for them. Fourth is they didn't usually use English that much because, as I said, that English is second language and we didn't really use English at school or at home. Next is lack of practice. We practice English when we need to exam. So they didn't really practice before it. And lastly, they have the fear of being judged by their peers. Pre-test that I took during our TOV exam is on, I think, March. And it shows me that we have really lack of speaking skills because we have per 24 marks and half of them got below 10 because they started during speaking tests and they think that they didn't do well, or mostly their partners overshadowed them because their partners is good at English but they are not. When I realized that we need to make an action, we need to help each other out, I suggested this program to the teachers and they love it. And the SPM mentors is selected with choosing the top scorer of PPT, which is Peperiksaan Pertengahan Tahun exam. And we didn't took for the overall score, but we took only for the oral test because some people are really good at writing, but they are lack of speaking skills. We are divided by 10 groups with 10 different mentors. The mentors get 23 or 24 marks. So we conduct regular practice sessions that simulate the oral exam topics. For example, what is your dream job? What will you do after exam? What is your hobby? And so on. And we highlighted the hot topics because that is when the tricky one comes. Most of the students cannot really answer the hot topics. But for me, the hot topics is easy because we can say whatever we want. They will not examine the logical, but they will examine what we will talk about and our confidence. We also need to create an English-speaking environment in the dormitories. For example, if we see our friend, we greet them in English, not only in Malay. And lastly, when we do a speaking test, a speaking session with our friends, we don't need to be so serious because, as the saying goes, laughter is the best medicine. So SPM mentors need to lead by different things. First is structured speaking drills. Second is unstructured speaking practice. Third is role-playing scenarios. Fourth is body language is a language. And lastly is a feedback session of what they think of each other. What do they need to improve and so on. And for the post-test I took for about 2 weeks ago, we had mock test trial examination. And Alhamdulillah, most of the students got 20 and above. And the lowest mark is 18, which is high for us. So I think that this program really helps a lot of students because some of the students are really shy to speak to the teachers, so they speak to their friends. And when we speak to each other, we will have more confidence and we will not feel shy anymore. And real SPM or exam rubric was used when we were doing our trials. And it is legit, the mark went really high. So the evidence is the increment of oral marks from 9% to 24%, which is 25% of them got full marks. Increase of speaking anxiety since more practice and frequent use of English language at the dormitory or at school. And their fluency, not fluent yet, but they speak with confidence, which is what we want. And they are more relaxed and less agitated. So that's all from me. Please pray for SPM to candidates 2034 excellence and for us Sbpi Batu Rakit students, Furqan. And may our effort in practicing spoken English will lead us to good scholarship opportunities in the future. So that is all from me, Alwani Fazil, reporting for Sbpi Batu Rakit. Assalamualaikum.